a few weeks into the spring split, we started to focus only on early game because we were losing our level 1s and our level 2s and our level 3s and the game was unplayable. 3 months later we didn't improve a single bit, IMO. Great. Internal issues everywhere. Summer split, same shit. Tried to bring it back twice. Once by just making it the normal goal and hoping that you guys would put the effort into, but there wasn't much effort into the practice. This is a known quantity. So we didn't get back on track, we just got worse and worse at this throughout the split. The last time we talked about assigning responsibilities, and after a day or two we had fights about that because it shouldn't be one person's responsibility. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair to, if someone had a good game, that he was still held responsible for not doing the right thing. And now we're here playing RNG. We should be able to do all of this, and had we done this, we wouldn't be talking here right now about whether we should be fighting or not, or where and how and what spells we land and don't land. Yesterday there was a lot of finger pointing. This was this guy's responsibility, that guy's responsibility. Quite frankly, I'm kind of appalled by that. I'm really surprised that no one in the game knew what to do, what the correct move was.
I personally don't think it had anything to do with drafts. When it came to our performance, I think we were just performing really bad. Regardless of what we were playing, it would have been the same. Biggest issue I would say is what I mentioned before. We didn't really have 2 carries, so if the game were to go late, which it did pretty much every game, then it was only on Tim to pull us over the finish line, and I feel like we need a secondary guy to help him out a bit because it's a lot easier to 2v8 than 1v9.
If they hit Medicare, I go in. Their support plays like that too. We don't know that, and we don't know that. We don't even know how to fight. I feel like anymore. Like we have so much tools, but I feel like we don't know that we have so much tools.
What do you think happened in the first 3 games of group stages?
We suck.
I think if I don't play a tank or a support, then I can definitely help him out. And I think if we also don't play like Shen at the same time, then we can help him out. So I think that's just the best short-term solution, but obvious like long-term solution would be just to become a better team. Because I think if we can't execute like Morgana, Shen, Blitzcrank and create fights, then we can never really create fights. Because it's not like 80 carries create fights any easier. It's probably nice to have that late game insurance.
What do you think you need to do today to win every single game and make it out of groups?
Well, we're gonna have to play good to win.
Honestly, I haven't really thought about not getting out of groups. I'm still in the mindset that we're going to win Worlds, so it's kind of hard to imagine, but if I had to imagine it, then it would probably be understandable. We've had a really tough year. I think I've had so many disagreements, that I can't even keep up anymore. It wouldn't be like that much of a surprise, I guess. It would be understandable, but I'm still in the mindset of winning Worlds, so I haven't really thought about it too much.
The day is incredibly doomed. It's 0-4 day for sure.
Yeah.
How can we win?
We can't. Just go home.
Hilly.
Let's hope if you let me play support.
Yeah, true actually. I can play Shen top.
No, you're the problem.
I'm the problem. But I can't even like be a good substitute.
Yeah, that's true. Can you be a good manager?
No.
How would you feel if we bombed out today?
Losing will never happen because we're gonna make it out.
I think if we lose, it's just going to be really tough on everyone. Couldn't imagine anyone being here and not planning on winning Worlds, so I guess my theory is just plan Bs are really important. We didn't have any of them in week 1, but if we have a couple of them now today, then we can always kind of calm ourselves down in the game. So for this week, I'm looking to play more of a carry-oriented style, but it's not necessarily only 80 carries, it's just more not Glacial, Morgana and Garen.
I'm running down.
Oh, don't worry, I would play that for you.
I'll run it down so hard, but a good running down, okay?
It's like the
good running down?
budget
Good
for
running down.
Okay, I'll join you in the good running it down.
No, I think they
Do a banger if you release this after we go 0-3.
The one that is responsible for the set, right? Yeah. I have one style.
I will be so aggressive that the enemy team will get confused.
I'm just bored of waiting, you know. I want to go play some League of Legends. SKT NG, please. Fast. Make it a quick one. It is a bit of a banger, I can't really argue against that. It's like, it just turns all the time. Like first RNG wins, then SKT wins, then RNG wins, then SKT wins, and now it's like even, I don't know who's winning, but hopefully they decide soon so I can go sit on that stage.
So you're looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward to play. It's gonna be a bit nerve-wracking, it's gonna be exciting. I'm ready.
How are your hopes?
I don't want to sit here and jinx too much, but so far I've had a pretty good week 2 experience in my career, and I hope that's going to continue today.
It's kind of like an all or nothing day. Do you feel the pressure? Do you feel any kind of nervousness coming into the last day of groups?
No. Our weapon has no emotions.
Barreling towards the bottom side of the map and Fnatic. Oh! Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go! Pick, they're going in, they're fighting, there's too much happening for me to play by play, but that's the least in. Diving to the backside, Vulcan is gonna get shut down. The Gorga in the fight, doing so much. That's 2 for Fnatic, that's 0 for Clutch, and this is the start Europe dreamed of. Fnatic continuing down mid lane, Cody's potentially caught out once again. Have they managed to lock him down? He's gonna lay down the tower, he still has the Zhonya's, he can't buy a bit more time. Hylissang pulled back under the tower, Cody's needs to make it out to safety. Is still alive for now, but that's going to do it. A perfect pick to start off for Fnatic, but have they overstayed? Fishing now for the hooks. Vulcan can't look for the reset leader. Kicking in, he kicks him into the entire team. That's the Pike dream. It's everything you can ask for. A big barrel to go on top of Fnatic. They're still turning the fight. I can't believe it. Pupo, he's still alive. Reckless is still alive. He shut down Huni. Damonte has to be careful. If he overstays as well, he's going to get knocked back. The realm warp is going to be canceled. Damonte is going to get cut down. Damonte needs to finish this one out. He flashes over the wall. He's running for his life. Going to try to find a pick over the wall. Huni's down.
This one. Maybe they get something done. Broxa gonna miss out. The Pike no longer has the ult, no longer has a chance to reset, but Broxa is dead. Revive coming through. The Penny's taking so much damage, but it's Reckless off to the side. It's Reckless with a matter of moments most. He has to show up.
No smite on quick.
Misses the ult. It's getting lower. It's getting lower. Why are they staying aggroed on the Baron? Reckless running into the towers. Cannot get anything done, but Fnatic will get it. Lyra can't get into the pit. And now Reckless steps forward. Now Reckless looks for the fight. He has the Feather set up onto Cody's side. He's gonna bring him back. He's gonna find the kill. Fnatic are gonna take it. It is an absolute mess. But Fnatic win the day in that exchange. There's no way.
Here they go, they're pinging, there we go.
They're gonna start it off. Fnatic are just gonna run straight in for the fight. They just need to clear the waves. It's the base race, Cam, give it to us. But now it's just a matter of can they hold on. There's just too much damage. The tower is not enough from Cody's son. I don't think they can do it. The tower has been broken down. The Nexus has been taken down, and Clutch bet it all and lose everything in the process.
So my feeling in the Clutch game was it was probably the most stressful 48 minutes of my professional career. Joey, when he came back to the coach's room, and at about 17 minutes in, Joey said, "I'm starting to feel sick," which I thought he was coming over ill, but very, very quickly I realized it was emotional rather than physical. And the whole game was just the most stressful experience I can imagine. But then after that game, the relief and the release of emotion was absolutely amazing. And I just thought, well, if we won that, then this is on. And then we're going backstage, and Tim comes off stage and he says something like, "That was the worst draft of the tournament," or something like that.
No offense, guys, but that was the worst draft so far in the tournament.
And Joey comes back and says, "Well, you know," it's like, "But we won, right? What does that tell you?" And I'm thinking, well, what does it tell you?
And we won it. So what does that mean?
And we go out onto the balcony just above the walkway, really beautiful view, and all the guys, I could see the guys going, right, and they were just letting it go, right, and they were like, "Holy crap, mate, that was, how are we still in this, right?"
Holy shit.
You want a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Martin? I'm ready for qualifications.
That was something else.
I think Martin was talking about the limits of his ADC, which is, it's something that he's famous for, right? So you could actually see that, you know, that the Reckless ADC has no limits, but he felt them in that game, which is very helpful from a leadership point of view.
If you played Morgana, this game was fucking lost. That's true. I had a few moments in this game where I was like, oh, it feels good to see a Saya on my AD carry right now.
I never thought for a second we'd lose, but it was just really hard to play. One glacial or one barrel, I'm back to base.
And what you also had was people creating a shared view. They were asking questions of each other. Well, what do you think about this pick? What do you think about that pick? And then another player coming back, instead of saying that was rubbish, or it's like, well, maybe I could play that, or maybe I could play this. So you're focusing on possibility. And it's those kind of things that you look for, because what I could see there was people taking total responsibility for their part of it, and they were then stepping into, okay, so that's just happened. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm just going to focus on the next game.
Anyway, I need to go to the bathroom. Arrivederci, friends.
They have just leashed this for the side of SKT. Will they stay too long? Will they try to overcommit? Eye on the barrel change, the stun is there. Khan hitting 4 members. That is a massive hemo play. Reckless now TPing in. They're going to try to turn this one. They're going to try to burst Khan down before he can get into the pool. He won't get a chance. The objective is still alive. Eyes on the Herald, who gets it in the end. SKT, but Fnatic will play defense. We'll try to stop this one away. Effort has now been locked up. And then once again, a beautiful Vigar stun. Teddy can't get back in the fight. He has to burn cleanse to do so. Reckless fearlessly firing into Faker. The double kill going down for Bwipo.
And Fnatic actually come out on top of this fight.
Bwipo now getting run. Ulti does connect. He has been locked up under tower. Still alive, however. Bwipo so incredibly tanky. Khan overstaying his welcome. Click going to take the tower, but now Bwipo might just look for the double. Steps forward. Parlay. Can he get in range? Time Warp Tonic will be enough. The extra movement speed.
He's laughing.
He's just laughing.
He's laughing.
Nemesis, though, now he's the one in trouble. The slow does connect. Faker willing to go right back under tower.
Whoa! Nemesis just smashes Faker underneath the tower.
So coming in, he's going to throw the cats. He's going to knock her back to the wall. Fnatic want to keep it going. Kane gets in the baby cage and gets knocked out of the game. Effort has to go back in. It's a massive fight. The Alistair, a miserable game for Effort as he's been caught time after time.
They're not going to overstay. Here comes Clay.
The kick through the Vigar, but still the cage comes out. He stops the engage. Khan has to find a way in. Reckless throwing the feathers through. He wants to pull them back. Khan, this is his hero moment. Can he turn it? The double kill dropping for Bwipo. Khan wants to turn the fight, but he doesn't have enough. The shutdown onto Vagar. Will it buy enough time?
Reckless has teleport. He can teleport right back. This is Fnatic. Only Faker is left alive to look as his team crumbles, and Fnatic will look to make the European Week 2 dream a reality.
After a miserable Week 1, here it is, folks. LEC fans, the dream is alive.
What a banger that was. I mean, it feels pretty good in the way how we beat them, right? Like we kind of, yeah, I mean, it was a hard game until minute like 10. And then they, actually like 9:30, like 9 something, they went 4 mid, tried to dive, completely failed. 2 of them died. The others got low or whatever, so we pressured the Herald. Martin was getting plays built for free, and then the game just ended, you know, like they lost the fight at Herald.
Yeah, what was with BM in the top lane there when they were running away from you?
What? Mental advantage. I might as well emote. Like, I couldn't kill them, so I did the only other thing, is just BM them. I mean, obviously it's a huge confidence boost, considering SKT had, they were behind against RNG, but managed to pull off a win, so I think in general, just focus on pulling off this win, and that's it. Like, just make sure we go into the game with a similar mentality to SKT. It's like, let's draft what we want, be confident in our draft. As long as we're confident that what we pick is good, I think we will win. So we need to make sure that we're confident in picking what we want to pick. Like, we should just have, as a team, agree on the priorities, and then play the way we want to play. And we will win, for sure. The RNG substitute entered me.
How so?
He just griefed me and solo queue.
Oh.
He started running around and taking my mid laner's waves. And then fucking he started doing Raptor camp as 2 people. When the mid laner started firing Raptors, he went and smote the Raptors away. I'm gonna steal his lunch money tonight. It would be legitimate karma for griefing me in the solo queue.
Calm down.
It's team losing.
Calm down.
What do you mean? It's true.
Are you ready?
1+.
Are you ready?
1+.
Are you ready?
1+.
Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
1+.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
What did you say? Stop rushing me.
Are you ready?
1+.
Starting to Fnatic, I love it. Froskuren, may I remind you?
What is your vote, Frost?
Previous LPL supercaster
Yes,
now.
let us remind you.
Aficionado.
Where do your allegiance?
Okay, there are favorites, but there are no absolutes. I think Fnatic have rebuilt themselves this year. I think they bring the creativity to take the win today, and I think Reckless will rewrite history and finally conquer his demons. I think Fnatic can do it. This is a best of one. It comes down to execution, and it better be spicy, Fnatic, because I'm putting a lot on the line here.
I don't want to see that graphic. No!
Two's on the side. Hylissang won't find the stun. Ignite's thrown down to Ming. That's a gigantic minion wave to be fighting into. First blood to Fnatic. Vision toggle exceptional by the observers. Class is now going to step forward. Places a ward down and spots out that fat man. Broxa gets the body block. And there's the dash forward looking for the stun. So much damage onto Ming. Hylissang picks up the kill, but it's at the cost of his life. So far trade 1 for 1. Here comes Nemesis. Throws out the miasma. Trying to put the twin fangs onto Xiao Hu. He's burning. And he's down. Now Cast is the target. He's trying to shut him back. The Sonic Wave misses. Fnatic get another. And Uzi is flashing for his
But he's drawing both the Gnar and the Rise, the frontliners from the comp of RNG, every time he walks up. We've seen this play on the domestic stage, working on the international one.
Cannon Barrage comes down. Caster throws out the Dragon's Rage kick, but it does nothing. Realm Warp comes in. That's an interrupt. An interrupt on Lich King. He's dead. Caster's dead. RNG are done. They will not advance to the quarterfinals for the first time ever. All 3 European teams make it to the knockout stage. Fnatic eliminates RNG. And it's quite hard to believe.
And you have to mention, this is a team that was in the world final last year, that went through everything, but then had to rebuild, and to successfully do so is so amazing.
Emotions hitting 2 of the greatest AD carries of all time. Uzi stepping away in the group stage for the first time. Reckless overcome with emotion. They would have heard the community feedback on their losses early in this tournament, and to reset and prosper.
First of all, I've been a Fnatic fan for years now, and you're gonna kill me one day, because this scenario, I've been seeing it way too much. And I mean, Fnatic Week 2 and Fnatic performing when it matters, it's really not a meme. Like, this is the reality, and you guys make us dream every time.
Who was the standout player for you today?
It's gonna be strange, but I want to say Hylissang, because he inted so hard during the first 2 games and then had the best second game on Leona, the best game on Pyke, so I want to give him some credit, because being a support main, they don't get a lot of recognition, but the fact that he was able to both int and play out of his mind is super amazing.
We made it!
Feels good.
You guys can play again then, since he's done.
Wait, did someone get my mouse pad?
How are you feeling?
Good.
Mr. Broxa, how are you?
No emotion still?
Really good to stay.
We're gonna win everyone.
I don't know, Fnatic Week.
You gonna win everyone?
Yes.
Fnatic Gamer.
Fuck, yes, fuck, yes, fuck, yes! Congratulations, guys!
Great cast.
Oh, dudes! Fucking well played,
Do we have more games? We don't have more games, right?
No.
I believe in it, like I really believe in it. I know Reckless really wants his title. I know the whole team is hungry and wants to take revenge on what happened last year, and they made it to final last year, and it wasn't by chance, really. They deserved it, and I feel like they can also do it this year.
Hey Sam.
Hi guys. Yes! Fucking cried, man. Like, but the clutch game, like, I almost literally died. Yeah, I cried and I died.
Same, actually. Actually 9 times.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, well done.
It was literally 2017 all over again.
Yeah, it was, right?
This
How?
entire day.
How? But this way is like in Europe.
Yeah.
group of death. Like 2017 wasn't a group of death. Like it was a strong group, but it was like.
And we finally beat RG.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay.
You get used to having this in your face all the time. Good old Pete, you know?
Yeah.
He's used to be
as long as he behaves. He doesn't always. But.
Doesn't always behave. Behave, Pete.